Tonight on The Real Hustle, Alex, Paul and Jess carry out some of their most audacious scams yet. Jess has a special delivery for this guy.
I could have been sent away for a long time by possessing what I've got now.
The hustlers fleece the customers in this bar.
Like idiots, we just gave him a handbag and coat.
And trust him, he's a doctor.
Because he had x-rays, he looked like a doctor to me.
This is The Real Hustle. We're going to uncover the secrets behind the most popular scams being carried out by con artists today. The real hustlers are Alex, the confidence trickster, Jess, the sexy swindler, and Paul, the scam artist. They've been travelling the UK demonstrating to our hidden cameras exactly how the cons work. All the people in this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agree that the footage could be shown so you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams.
It's a lot easier to con someone if you appear to be a respectable member of society. Unfortunately, respectability can now be purchased for a few pounds on the internet.
This is the fake doctor. Paul's arrived at a fancy Manchester boutique hotel where he intends to live the high life.
Dr. Mark's checking in.
He's assuming the role of a top surgeon and pre-booked the hotel room using a credit card obtained with a stolen identity.
Hi there. Dr. Mark's checking in. Thank you.
The check-in goes without a hitch. Not wanting to trouble the bellboy, Paul carries his own suitcase to his room. And once inside, he rigs the suite with hidden cameras so we can see the scam play out. Now it's time to get to work and spend as much money in the hotel as possible. Exactly the kind of challenge a hustler likes. He's already spent £250 on the room.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark's in room 50. How much is it for a complete treatment at the spa? Okay, yeah, I'd like one of those, definitely.
And that's another 110 quid.
Also, I'm going to need internet access in the room.
A tenner.
Would you have champagne for room service? Yeah. What was the last one? 2 of those.
That's over 120 quid.
And I also have some dry cleaning here. Okay.
And another £90. Paul's spending spree has racked up a bill of nearly £600, all from the comfort of his hotel room. But he hasn't finished yet. Returning from his evening meal, which cost £70, Paul heads straight to the minibar. That's another 15 quid. And before his head hits the very expensive feather pillows, he's got time to make a phone call to LA.
Well, that's California, isn't it? Every single day is lovely.
The long-distance call adds another £42 to his massive bill. But tomorrow, Paul intends to walk out of here without paying for any of it.
Okay. All right. Love you. Bye.
To lay the foundation for his getaway plan, he makes one more call to reception.
Hi, good evening. This is Dr. Mark's in room 50. Has anybody found my wallet yet? No, I'm absolutely positive I had it when I went out, but it's definitely not in my room, no. Could you leave a note for someone in the morning just in case somebody does hand it in? Great. Okay. Thank you.
So far, everything is going according to plan. The next morning, Paul has a hearty breakfast, all charged to his room, and returns to his suite for the final part of his shopping spree. And whereas yesterday he was spending, today he's stealing. The reason he carried his own suitcase when he checked in was because it was virtually empty, leaving lots of room to stash whatever he chooses. Obviously, first up it's the plush toweling robes, which will also provide cushioning for the DVD player and the stereo. There's no room for the flat-screen TV, but he can squeeze in a posh ornament and the entire contents of the minibar. Finally, perhaps looking for redemption, he even takes the Gideon Bible. His total bill for one night, including the stolen goods, now stands at over £1,300. But how's he going to get away without paying? The day before, Jess played the role of doctor's assistant and posted some old x-rays and Paul's fake ID to the hotel, providing all the necessary convincers for a top-flight surgeon. At the front desk, Paul's about to check out.
Good morning. Yeah, Dr. Marks, do you have any mail for me? Maybe something delivered overnight? Perfect. And I also spoke to someone last night. My wallet was stolen. I may have lost it here. Could you ask if it has been turned in?
While the receptionist checks for his lost wallet, Paul opens his mail. It's the vitally important X-rays.
No, sir, I don't think so.
Of course, he never really lost his wallet, but this allows Paul to come up with another way to settle the bill.
$50. I have a credit card on it, but I cancelled it last night with all my other cards. What I'll do is I'll pay with a cheque and I'll have my office call you and give you another credit card. Or you can use the cheque, it's whatever's better for you people. Fair enough?
Paying by cheque is against the hotel's policy, but surely a surgeon is a man of integrity, completely trustworthy. And the prognosis from those x-rays sounds bad. He'll have to operate, and fast.
Yeah, you know what? One is definitely larger than the other, without a doubt. So I'm going to be in there very quickly. Are you going to prep? All right. I'll be as quick as I can. Thank you.
Not wanting to delay the urgent surgery, the receptionist accepts Paul's cheque.
I said $724.90.
$724.90?
Yes.
Of course, the cheque is fake.
Great, I'll probably see you in about a week.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
And Paul leaves without paying for his room and with most of the contents of his suite stashed in his suitcase. But to the receptionist, he seemed like a respectable member of the medical profession until we blew his cover.
Because he had x-rays, he looked like a doctor to me. I think he escaped with about £1,000 and I'm really angry. And I'm thinking what my manager is gonna say about it.
Thanks to the principles of social compliance, people are much more likely to comply with requests from people in authority or in respectable areas of society, people like doctors or aristocracy. Now in this case, we even turned it up a little bit by having some x-rays delivered to me and also the phone call that said I had to leave right away.
I got the x-rays. Yeah, you know what? One is definitely larger than the other, without a doubt. So I'm going to be in there very quickly. Are you going to prep? All right. I'll be as quick as I can. Thank you.
I don't say any of this directly to the person that I'm trying to con. They simply overhear it, and it's much easier to make someone believe something that they've overheard than something that they're told.
The thing to remember is always protect yourself. Don't change the rules just because somebody says they're a doctor or a brain surgeon or a nuclear physicist. It doesn't matter. The rules apply to everybody, no matter who they are.
The best way to not get caught committing a crime is to get someone else to do the dirty work for you.
This is the Reshipping Scam. Everyone's seen ads like this, promising easy cash for little work. All you have to do is call the number. The ads are effective, and Jess takes a call from someone looking for work.
That's brilliant, that's great.
He's told that the job's for a specialist courier company who move valuable packages on fast.
What you have to do is, could you give me your details, please?
It's explained that he will be paid £150 for collecting a parcel, repackaging it, and rendezvousing with a courier at short notice.
Okay, that's great, thank you very much. And look forward to seeing you. Okay, thank you, bye.
The first stage is for the mark to be walked through what he has to do.
Hi, You Andrew? Hi, nice to meet you. You okay? Hi, you'll be contacted a few days before you're needed and they'll let you know a time that you have to be there, but it's really, really important that you are on time. If not, then...
Down the road is a mailbox centre, where the Mark is told there is a post office box in his name.
Right, I'm just going to show you what you have to do. It's really, really easy. Okay, you're going to have to go to box number 2 every time. I'm going to give you a key for that in a moment. There'll be a package inside there. All you need to do is take the package out, undo it, then there'll be a smaller box inside that. Throw that away. Then all you have to do is take the package, go back to the shop where you've just been now, go back to that coffee shop, and then somebody's going to come and meet you there, and then they're going to take the package away. Is that okay? There's always box number 2. And there's your key. Any problems, then just give a ring, okay? No problem.
The job seems simple enough, but why would anyone need a middleman to forward packages? The Mark never asks any questions, so the con artist tells no lies. It's a deal that suits everyone. The job appears to be easy money. The second stage is for the Mark to handle a package on his own to see if he's reliable. He has to open the PO box and take out the parcel inside addressed to him. As expected, it contains another smaller parcel with a different address. And as directed, he has to take it back to the rendezvous point, the cafe down the road. The courier arrives right on time. The Mark must sign the paperwork for the package. Job done. For all that effort, he expects to be paid 150 quid. After the dry run, the Mark is told that another package is waiting. He picks up the parcel addressed to him from the PO box, removes the outer packaging, and once again, just as promised, there's a smaller packet inside. He takes it to the pickup point. He doesn't examine it or question what's inside. He's just doing exactly as he's been told. Keen to earn another £150, all he has to do is wait. But this time our courier doesn't show. But we turned up with our cameras to ask him about his new job.
I saw the number on a corner shop and I called it and it said you can earn £150. And when I saw the box I was a bit hesitant about it.
He has no idea what he's been handling, so we asked him to open the box.
What is it? Powder? Potentially probably cocaine. Yeah, so it's scary. But I could easily be traced with the details when I signed for the courier and my home address and my mobile number for in case the package gets lost or whatever. I could have been sent away for a long time by possessing what I've got now.
In this case, the contents of the package is only flour, but it could have contained anything. Stolen credit cards, guns, or worse. He could have easily been conned into handling illegal goods. With the PO box registered in his name and the parcels addressed to him, it would be hard to convince the police that he knew nothing, and it would be virtually impossible to trace the person who hired him.
If you're looking at a box that you're going to ship to somebody who you don't know, but you're not allowed to open that box, think to yourself, what could be in that box? Keep in mind that whatever is in it will get traced back to you.
If you were to open these parcels, I think sometimes you'd be very surprised and very frightened. There could be stolen goods, there could be counterfeit currency, there could be drugs, there could be almost anything. I think it's very important for people to know who they're doing business with and not to react to signs on lampposts or anonymous invitations.
More real hustles still to come. We reveal why no one's having fun at this fair.
Oh, bad luck, thanks.
And we fleece the customers in this bar.
Everything.
All our worldly goods.
Car keys, credit cards, the whole lot.
The real hustlers are going to show you how to win some free drinks off your mates by using proposition bets on some unsuspecting customers in this bar. The proposition bet suckers you in as it's a bet on an event or outcome that you believe can only go one way. And it always does go one way, the hustler's way. So watch and learn.
Now, I've got a challenge for you, okay? I've got an normal matchbox here.
Yeah.
Nothing suspicious about it, I promise. I'm going to place a 10p piece just like that. I've made a little hole in this matchbox. I'm going to place this matchstick in just like that. I'm going to take this matchstick and just place it like that. Now, nothing's stuck down, okay? Your challenge is to remove a 10p piece without knocking over the matchstick. They have to stay touching.
So what they have to do is get the 10p piece out from under the match without knocking it over. Sounds easy?
Off you go.
I'm back. I have no idea.
Round go?
Bring it.
Good try though. Very good try. Let me just set this back up again. Okay. So you don't think you can do it? I'll tell you what, if I can do it, how about you buy me a drink?
That seems fair, that seems fair.
Yeah? Okay, shake on it. Right, now I said you have to remove the 10p piece.
Yeah.
I didn't say that you couldn't use anything to help you. I've got another box of matches here. Okay, I just like these two here. Watch closely what happens when they burn. You see that match moving ever so slightly?
It's moving. The other one is pushed on.
Ah, there you go.
Unbelievable.
There you go. Now, that's how you move the 10p.
When Jess lights them, the match heads fuse together. And as it burns, the match twists up and away. And Jess can easily remove the coin.
I think you owe me a drink. Thank you very much. I like a glass of champagne, but I think it only comes in a bottle.
Some fairground games are easy to fix, others are plain difficult. And this one is very difficult.
The hustlers are taking some time out and enjoying all the fun of the fair. Like other holiday makers, they're spending their money and hoping to win a prize. But on the hustle stall, it's not just fun. There's always a con going on. This is Cover the Spot.
Cover the spot. Come and play the Cover the Spot game. Very easy game. All you got to do is cover the spot and win a cuddly toy. Come on. £2, 3 goes. Very easy. Anyone can do it. Hello, guys. Do you want to have a go? It's £2, 3 goes. Right, I'll show you what you got to do. You got to cover the spot like that. You see this big white spot? You've got these 5 discs. Yeah, you got to cover it. If you see any white, you lose. Yeah, but you get 3 goes at it.
Doesn't sound too difficult, and Alex proves it can be done.
You drop them like this. You just got to make sure that you cover all the white bits like that. Yeah? There you go. Have a go.
But can the lads do it?
£2.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
Look, you can...
Close, but still no. But he's not the only one. It's a busy morning on the stall and nobody can cover the spot.
Can't push them. I'm sorry, mate. I can't give that to you.
Alex is raking in the cash.
£2 to go. It's £2.
And still the punters can't beat the game.
Oh, so close, but I can't give it to you.
Of course, there's a knack.
The first 2 discs are the most important. If those are set correctly, then you're guaranteed to win if you know what you're doing. If you misplace those, then it's never going to work. So here we go. There's the first one, There's a second one. Now I know that this will work out. So all I have to do is just follow the rest of it and cover the spot. Do you want me to do the first two for you? There you go.
They just can't crack it.
All you've got to do is cover it so you don't see any white bits.
Unfortunately, his white bits are showing all over the place.
Start again, start again. That's your first go, I won't count it. Start again, start again.
But hang on, this girl has a steady hand and nerves of steel.
You know what? You know what? There's a bit there.
No,
But I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
She's the only person to win all day. And her reward, the cheapest, smallest prize on the stall.
You're welcome.
The only real winner is the hustler.
Oh, bad luck.
Oh well.
Bad luck, thanks.
Chap in there done it and couldn't copy him to win, so we just lost. No chance.
It looked easy when he did it, but when I had to go, it was a bit harder than it looked.
I think I'm a bit cack-handed. There's obviously a knack to it, but I haven't got it.
You know, this is an example of a perfect carnival game. It looks incredibly easy to do, but it is in fact deceptively difficult. There's really only one way to set those discs to be guaranteed to cover the spot underneath. But if people start getting close, there are little scams that the operator can bring in. For example, it used to be printed on canvas. The canvas was stretched to the table. So somebody would simply step on that, which would widen the painted red spot. That would make it slightly larger. So there's a lot to this game, but it is a perfectly fair game. It's just nowhere near as easy as it looks. You've won a lot of soft toys, I guess.
I've won a lot of soft toys.
There's an important difference between a hustler and a thief. A thief grabs your bag and runs, while a con artist asks for it.
This is Get Your Coat. Like everyone, hustlers do like to be beside the seaside. In Brighton, it's blowing a gale and not a day to be without your coat. But that's exactly what the hustlers are relying on. They intend to fleece the customers of this bar and be long gone before the clientele realise anything's wrong. Dressed smartly in black and white outfits, this scam is all about speed. They have to be in and out of the bar in a matter of minutes. Any longer than that and the bar staff will get suspicious and the hustlers will be rumbled. As they enter the bar, the clock is ticking. And they immediately begin to work on the side of the room that can't be seen from the main serving area.
Are you alright, folks? Hi, I'm Paul, I'm the manager here. Everything okay? We have a cloakroom here. Do you mind if I ask you to put your stuff in our cloakroom? Just because we have a lot of thefts, especially this week, so the police are asking us to keep everything safe. Is that okay?
It sounds plausible. The new initiative will help reduce crime, and today there's no charge.
It's usually £1 a night and we'll call it free tonight, okay? 167, yeah?
The customers are given a token so they can collect their belongings later.
Excuse me, folks, I'm the manager here. Everything okay? We're having a little bit of problem with theft in the area, especially this week. Would you mind if you put your stuff in our cloakroom? This is much safer, and for our insurance purposes, it would make me a lot happier to know everything's safe. Would that be okay? Just your coats, your bags, anything that people would go for. We lost a couple of bags this week as well.
Alex has an armful of coats and he needs to get out of there fast. If he walks out of the front door, he may get spotted, so he slips out through the back exit.
We'll be fine, don't worry.
While Jess collects the next table's coats and bags, Alex escapes out of the fire exit and takes the coats to the mobile cloakroom, the back of the hustle van.
Hi guys,
Hello, folks, having a nice
for
day.
you.
Believing their belongings will be secure, the customers hand over their coats without emptying their pockets, their bags containing their personal details,
Downstairs. I can take that for you as well, that's no problem.
and even their shopping. Jess can't carry any more. But just as she's about to leave, a staff member appears. Jess manages to slip out of the door unnoticed, but the waitress clocks Paul. Fortunately, she's too busy serving to question what he's doing. Weighed down with half a dozen coats and bags, Jess manages to avoid any further staff encounters and makes her getaway. That just leaves Paul.
78.
But he's got to be quick.
162. Are you okay for...
That's it. He's out of there. In just under 3 minutes, they've managed to swipe the coats and bags of nearly everyone in the bar. And they're away. 20 minutes later and some of the customers are getting ready to leave. But of course, there's a problem.
The manager came round and took our coats.
An ugly crowd is now forming by the door. They want to know where their coats are, but the staff have no idea.
We were given this disc and this guy came up and said that they were going to put our bags and our coats in the cloakroom and to take the disc back to the till when we wanted to come out. And we've just taken it to the till and there's no cloakroom, let alone any bags.
He looked genuine and it sounded plausible what he said. So, you know, we like idiots. We just gave him a handbag and coat and he said, I'm keeping it safe for you, and off he went.
I mean, they looked the part. They were dressed in black
and well, we got a token, so...
Yeah, he gave us a token. Yeah.
I don't know, I'm in a bit of a shock actually. It was quite an expensive coat.
Everything.
All our worldly goods.
Car keys, credit cards, the whole lot.
Oh, my car keys. Oh, my God, my car keys are in my bag.
I can't believe we were that stupid.
I just want to know where my coat is.
This scam is so direct and cheeky that nobody would think a manager offering a cloakroom service wasn't really the manager.
If you are going to use a cloakroom, take the items there yourself. At least that way you know that cloakroom actually exists and you also know where your items are. If somebody does come round and offer to take the items there for you, what we would recommend is keep your most valuables with you at all times. I wouldn't feel too comfortable handing everything just to somebody that I don't know, even if there is a cloakroom.
Keep your wits about you. Hustlers are everywhere. And remember, if it sounds too good to be true...
And there's your key. Any problems, then just give them a ring, OK?
Then it probably is.
I can't believe we were that stupid.
For more information on the making of The Real Hustle, visit the BBC Three website.
Stonking new comedy arrives here on BBC Three tonight. It's Adam and Shelley tonight at 9:30. But first, what now could be considered an old classic is Little Britain next.